This is going to be the card of the day, and just to let you know, this is something that I have started on my own, and for some reason I just was like, I could just do it here, so these are the only cards. But I think tarot still works even when you have these, because I don't only just read with this. Um, I started doing one card of a day, so I have a card, I analyze it on my own without anything, and then add more cards to better read it. Um, and I only take upright. Um, when these are done, I'll start this again, and it will be a reversal. Um, so I feel like you need to know that before you start watching this, just in case you're kind of wondering why this person is just using that amount of deck, or like that amount of cards. Anyway, so we'll start now. Also, I like to clarify that I tend to use I and you interchangeably because um, I'm coming from this place of this is the truth for me, because it comes from my intuition. My intuition is not something that's like the ultimate truth. Excuse me, I just realized I need to drink water. Um, but yeah, um, it's up to you to decide like what you want to listen to, what you want to take from this. It's like watching a show and you're like connect with certain parts, but not with everything, um, or nothing at all. Um, but yeah, I'm just doing this for practice because I'm finding it like I've been kind of doing voice recordings um, separately for myself, which is for my future self. Oh, we got this. Um, Yesterday in a different way. Anyway, yeah, I lost what I was saying, so I'll not finish. Um, Yesterday, this is the card we got. So Pentacles, Pentacles, fun, fun. I tend to read it with two other ones, but actually, I have this new tarot, which so the Queen of Pentacles, we have a rabbit, we have flowers around, we have mountains behind. She's come a long way to get to this point, to get to this. It's kind of, some people see the Four of Pentacles as the immature version of the King of Pentacles. I see the Nine of Pentacles as the immature sounds bad, but the younger version of the Queen of Pentacles. Like, that's kind of where you want to get to. And, in the Nine of Pentacles, you're kind of very satisfied within what you can produce, even if it's not like up to societal standards. You embrace how much you like how far you've come, and you look around you and you see things that weren't there, and you have things that you didn't think you would have, and it could just be as simple as you feel so comfortable in your body. You feel comfortable in your life, like physically, just like you don't feel so out of space place anymore. That's all I'm getting. The Queen of Pentacles is I kind of just imagine it like you finally leave your parents' house. You're kind of in your own place, like sharing it with others, or like but it's yours. You or like I guess even if you're still living with your parents, or like your guardians. It's you've made that place your own, and it starts from the internal, and over time, like even if the surroundings haven't really changed much, you still are able to make it your own. Um, yeah, that's really all I'm getting now. Usually, I tend to, like on my own, I kind of look up each one, the imagery, and try to understand it better. Um, but my phone is dead, and I can't really be bothered to charge it. Um, I'm I have um such mixed what? I don't know. I was gonna say something about my relationship with the phone, but I guess it's not really relevant. Um, okay. So I like to kind of use other cards to understand a card, which I think, it's just like clarification, but the way I'm kind of approaching it um, is what I draw from these cards um, just adds to this meaning for me in the future. So in the future, I'll use the cards that I had around them to better understand this card. Like it would just be in my subconscious, and I think it's an interesting way to kind of um, I don't know. I just thought I should share that. Not should. I just wanted to share that. To be fair. Anyway, we really struggle with taking. Oh, nice. High Priestess reverse. Okay. Okay. Probably should have been. I'm just gonna sit with this for a bit. It's like, you're resisting to face the change. But it's kind of there, it's drawing you in. Or shad. To see how the cards, um, the person who made the card kind of thinks of these, and then I take what I like. Oh, frackety. Oh, you're scared. How bright your light is. You're kind of not yet walking towards the light. You see it, you can feel it. It has been calling towards you. It's been something that you've been kind of intuitively following to let your light kind of, only word I can think of is shine, but I was trying to go with it's the same. Um, So my background, a little bit of this is I kind of I have been in many environments that have denied me having any light. Um, like they just, I never felt intelligent. I never felt like a fun person to be around. I didn't really feel worthy of existing, to be fair. Um, and with time, I've been seeing how intelligent I am, how much like imagination I have within me to create, how much passion there is, how much love there is. And it I've been so I've just been not quite in tune with my intuition. Like my intuition has been it's been there, it's always been there. I think everyone's intuition is always there. But over time you kind of learn to not listen to it. You kind of learn to push it aside for others to kind of just step over and be like, I'll come back to you later. Like, or you, okay, an example could be a little bit specific is, say you have met someone new, you connected with them, it's going really well, but then there's just something that keeps telling you that they're actually not as interested in you as they make it seem. And maybe you kind of ask for reassurance without like explaining why you feel like you ask for reassurance, you get it. This person's like, no, no, I really like you. Like it's very fun getting to know you. Something, something, whatever they say, and um, you're like, okay, okay. Maybe it's just anxiety. Maybe I'm being very anxious, and the the issue is that like for me at least, when I kind of have an intuitive sense, it my brain very easily turns it into anxiety. Like it just it takes it and it kind of runs with it a bit wildly. And I'm like, no, I don't know if it goes that far. And now you just make me not want to. Like now I'm very scared. Don't do that to me. Um, what's the point here? You stay, you wait for actual proof. Sometimes that never comes. You stay long enough. Some people are like in relationships and they could feel that someone doesn't really like them, but they stay because they're like, how will I know? Like, what if I leave and it's not true and I just left and it was such a good person and like, what if we were actually meant to be? And it's like, I'm pretty sure if you're meant to be, you'll find your way back. Or if you're meant to be, I don't like this sentence. Mostly because I don't know if I believe in meant to be when it comes to kind of people. Um, right. I need to think of this a bit. To embrace your light, to embrace the change that has been beckoning you. you have to acknowledge that it comes from your intuition. Because once you trust it and say you leave, you're like, I don't feel like this person is that sure of me. So you leave, then you have doubts. You have lots of doubts, and that's very normal. I think after making such choice, it's very hard to. Sorry, those just droplets. I dropped water earlier. It was not fun. Okay. I think I'm drawing this out. That's all really can be said. Not just like yeah. I think that's all that can be said. Um, about those three cards. My sentences kept stopping, so we move forward. Let's see what else the Queen of Pentacles has in hold for us. I don't know if that was really seen. We have this one. Six of Coins. So this is the Hierophant. I think this just says heart, 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 heart. Oh, the imagery is amazing. I'm getting chills everywhere. Such a beautiful way of kind of showing a flow of energy. Connection with the divine, wisdom within you. That's what your Queen of Pentacles holds. That's where it's taking you. We're able to be in a balance of connections, you know, and it doesn't mean that it's always like 50-50, but it feels full for both of you, you know, and people who want to connect with their heart more, want to lead with it in a balanced way, kind of having this Six of Pentacles energy with your heart and mind. Okay. We will maybe pull more cards. I just wanted it. Oh, I changed that. This is where you used to be. Or you're kind of in the between space of switching from here towards here. rid of your anxiety. Like it's something that's stopping you from having balance. You think, okay, if I fix my anxiety, if I fix my worthiness, if I just do all of those, I'll be good. I'll be alright. I'll have balance in my life. I'll be very connected with my emotions, and that's the goal. But when you kind of, a good trick is to just scrap what you already have, pull more cards. You still kind of get the same answer, but the cards are like, okay, you didn't understand it in this way, let me give it in this way. If you need to know something, you will know it. Is my go-to. This is reaching the mark of 30, so maybe I'm actually done. Yeah, that's it for you guys. Um, I guess the Queen of Pentacles is telling you to see what it is you want to go to, the feeling of it, and that will bring you closer towards your intuition. And your intuition will bring you closer towards this goal. It's a fun Six of Coins balance.